Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. I'm not 100% impressed with this, but I used something that I had never done before to make this highlight, and just some other tools you might enjoy seeing or learn something from. So I'm going to take a perfect square and I'm going to go ahead and rotate it 45 degrees. Then I'm going to take the shape tool, holding down the control button, and bring in these two corners to get that shape. Now there's many ways that we could, do that. I'm just going to start by, and you'll never make it the same. I'm going to use the 2-point line and I'm going to go from about right there to down there. I'm going to get the shape tool and I'm going to select it and I'm going to right click and turn it into a curve. And then I have handles and I can do that right there. Now we can take this same line and Control D, double click and move the rotation down there and rotate it kind of like that, and then go Control D, Control D. So really you have 1, 2, 3, 4 spots. Well, counting that one, but they're equal. They don't have to be equal, but I'm going to leave them equal. I don't have to, but I'm going to go ahead and take away these lines. And then I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool. I'm going to use that same gold, as you can see right there, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm on the 5th one. I've got it already selected. I'm going to go to the Interactive Fill tool, and I'm going to swipe up, and I'm going to put black in. I missed the mark. I'm going to put black in both ends, and then I'm going to spread them out a little bit. Then I've got to go way down here to get that gold, and I'm going to bring in gold. And I want that little bit of accent. Now, before I put that other accent in, I'm going to go ahead and copy this to every other one. So I'm going to get the attribute eyedropper. I'm going to take a sample and I'm going to put it in that one and that one. Now see, it's a little bit different because they're shorter, but that'll really work. And really you could leave that just like it is, but now I'm going to do the opposite on the other ones. I'm going to get the Interactive Fill tool and put that gold in both ends. This time I'm going to put a black in the middle. Too much black, so I can bring in my gold from both ends to kind of take that away. I don't know, I don't like it or not, but attribute eyedropper to take a sample of that and put it in that one. That doesn't look too bad. I'm going to go ahead and take away the outline so we can kind of see what it looks like. Now let's take an ellipse, perfect ellipse, and let's go ahead and put it over here and make it white, take away the outline, and then kind of reposition it. And I'm going to use the blur tool. I'm going to go to Effects, Blur, and Gaussian Blur, and I'm going to go pretty strong to where it kind of just blurs it. I don't really want to see it. I just want it to be a highlight. And then you could still go and get your transformation docker and make it transparent more. So it just gives it a little bit of a glow there. Control G to group it, Control D to duplicate it. And see, you can see my bounding box is way over here. That's because of the blur. I'm going to double click on the rotation to get the rotation there. And I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. Control D, Control D. And because we started out with that square, it's perfectly aligned. So, and you can see there's so much going on. So this is maybe a little bit, well, they're about the same, that little accent. I think I actually like the first one, maybe a little bit more, but both of them are pretty cool. Anyway, I hope that helped you someday, and thank you for watching.